Lexus has just revealed an electric replacement for the legendary LFA. But that's not all, because Toyota has also revealed a brand new electric sports car that could bring back the iconic MR2 name. And if that wasn't enough, it's also revealed another 13 brand new EVs. There's a new electric pickup truck, a load of SUVs, some tasty looking saloons, and even a bunch of vans. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about all these cars.
Buying a new car? Then head to CarWow and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. CarWow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
This is the Lexus electrified sport concept, and it shows what the next LFA could look like. Lexus hasn't revealed how much power this car has, but it has said the concept can do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds. That means it must be packing at least 2 electric motors, which are probably making around 750 to 800 horsepower combined. That's about the same as you get in a 761 horsepower Porsche Taycan Turbo S, and around 200 horsepower more than the original LFA's screaming naturally aspirated 4.8 litre V10. Lexus has also said the electrified sport concept has around 435 miles of range, which is about 170 miles more than the Taycan Turbo S. It should outperform that car in terms of charging times too, because Lexus might give this car new fast-charging solid-state batteries. But the best thing about this car isn't the performance or the tech, it's the way it looks. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It looks properly modern, but there are still lots of bits inspired by the original LFA, like the long bonnet, the pointed headlights, and the intakes behind the side windows. It doesn't have 3 exhaust pipes at the back like the old LFA though. Well, obviously, because, you know, it's electric and all. Toyota isn't going to let its luxury firm Lexus have all the fun, because it could be about to resurrect the iconic MR2 sports car with this new sports EV concept. It's smaller than the Lexus and has a classic mid-engine silhouette, just like the original MR2. It also has a folding roof, 2 seats, and you can bet there's a single electric motor in the middle driving the rear wheels. This is exactly the sort of small, light electric car we need to show that EVs can be fun as well as fast in a straight line. Pickup trucks used to have a reputation for being a bit old school, but this has all changed thanks to EVs like the Rivian R1T, the Hummer EV, and the Tesla Cybertruck. Toyota doesn't want to get left behind, so it's making its own electric truck that'll look something like this pickup EV concept. It hasn't said when this truck is going on sale, but it could be pretty soon. After all, it looks pretty similar to the normal Toyota Tundra, so it could even use that car's chassis. Toyota would just need to fit some electric motors and batteries instead of a petrol engine and a fuel tank. A bit like what Ford did when it turned the F-150 into the electric F-150 Lightning. This is the electric Lexus RZ. Well, almost. It's a concept car for now, but it gives you a really clear idea what the finished car will look like when it's revealed in 2022. Lexus has confirmed it'll have 4-wheel drive and almost certainly 2 electric motors. Also, it'll have steer-by-wire control, which means there's no physical connection between the steering wheel and the front wheels. It's all done using motors and wires instead. There's no news on its range yet, but you can bet it'll be on par with cars like the Audi e-tron and Mercedes EQC, and of course the new BMW iX. So expect the range to be between 250 and 350 miles on a single charge. Toyota hasn't made a funky retro-looking SUV since the FJ Cruiser back in the mid-noughties, but that could be about to change. This is the Compact Cruiser EV, and it could be one of the coolest Toyotas coming in the next 10 years. It'll definitely come with 4-wheel drive, probably from dual electric motors, and it could preview a load of exciting off-road tech that'll end up in other off-road SUVs too. This is the BZ Compact SUV, and it's the second new car in Toyota's new BZ electric-only lineup. It shows you what a future electric coupe SUV from Toyota could look like, a bit like the Volkswagen ID.5 and the Nissan Ariya. It'll probably use similar motors and batteries to the BZ4X, but it'll have a sportier and less practical coupe-style body. Next up is the BZ Small Crossover. It looks pretty similar to the new Aygo X from some angles, but it has an electric motor instead of that car's petrol engine. Toyota hasn't given it a huge battery to maximise range. Instead, it gets a smaller, lighter battery to make it more efficient. Why? Well, Toyota says this concept can drive for 5 miles per kilowatt hour of energy. That's about 25% more than most small EVs today. Now, if you want to check out some of the best small electric cars you can buy today, click on the pop-out banner, which should be appearing in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the link in the description below to watch my EV range test, where I drove 6 of the best small electric cars until they died to see what their real-world range was. This is the Toyota BZ SDN, because sedan. was probably too long. It shows what a future Tesla Model 3 alternative could look like, and it's a car that could end up replacing the iconic Toyota Prius. If that's the case, expect to see hundreds of Uber drivers cruising around in this car in about 5 years' time. Toyota hasn't revealed much about the BZ SDN, but it has shown a version with a Lexus badge called the Electrified Sedan. That's not very imaginative, is it? It looks pretty similar to the Toyota, but it has a few extra vents in the bumper and bonnet, and they're probably just for show. If the new BZ4X SUV isn't big enough for you, Toyota has also revealed the BZ Large SUV. It looks about the same size as a Toyota Highlander, so there's enough room inside for a third row of seats, unlike Toyota's other BZ concepts. It'll almost certainly use the same electric motors and four-wheel drive system as the BZ4X, so it could appear in showrooms pretty soon. What do you do if you like the look of Toyota's BZ Large concept but you want something a little bit posher? Well, Lexus has revealed the Electrified SUV. Wow! That's another thrilling name there, Lexus. Well done. Anyway, it looks pretty similar to the BZ Large, and it'll almost certainly use that car's mechanical bits, but it'll have a significantly posher looking interior. This is the Toyota Mid-Box concept. It's a dinky electric van designed to deliver small parcels in big cities. If that looks a bit too big for you, how about this super tiny micro box concept? It reminds me a bit of the Citroen Ami, but it only has one seat. The rest of the space is left for parcels, or maybe takeaway food boxes. You'll probably see thousands of these things running around Tokyo in a few years' time. If you want to see more on the odd-looking Citroen Ami, click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the link in the description below to watch my crazy drag race video with it. The Toyota crossover EV isn't the most exciting concept it's revealed, but it's one of the most important. Electric small SUVs are really popular right now. If Toyota can get a piece of the action with a car like this, then it'll have more money to develop exciting stuff like the electric LFA and MR2 replacements. So keep your fingers crossed that this car sells well when it goes on sale just before 2030. This is a Toyota Small SUEV. It's a pretty strange name for a pretty odd looking car. It's a fairly small electric SUV that could show you what a future electric version of today's CHR could look like. This unusual looking commercial vehicle is called the E-Pallet. It looks more like a bus than it does a van, but its oblong shape should help carry loads of cargo. It's a bit weird though that it comes with glass sides that let everyone see what you're delivering. Now, you might have watched this video and thought, oh yeah, Toyota will never actually build any of these concepts, it's all pie in the sky nonsense, but actually, the company has said that these concepts preview real production cars that will go on sale before 2030, and it also reckons it'll be able to sell more than 3.5 million electric cars every year by then. But which of these 15 concepts is your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. After that, why don't you click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the link below in the description to make sure you check out the very best deals on the latest electric cars through CarWow. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Let me know some other videos you'd like to see in the comments below. Click on the 2 video windows to watch some more content, or on the box to go to CarWow, and we'll help you sell your old car and get a great price for it, because our dealers will bid on your car, and all they have to do then is come and take your car away, and they'll put the money in your bank directly. Simples.